you agree with me that the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution provides the people of this country the right of privacy?
Yes.
Do you agree with me that the 9th Amendment of the United States Constitution grants the people of this country the right of privacy?
Well, do you want to read the 9th Amendment? Because I don't remember offhand what it is.
It's important that we understand what the Constitution says when we are involving ourselves in constitutional rights. Let me ask you this. Do you agree with the statement from the United States Supreme Court that this right of privacy, whether it be found in the 14th Amendment's concept of personal liberty and restrictions upon state action, or in the 9th Amendment's reservation of rights to the people, those rights of privacy is broad enough to encompass a woman's decision of whether or not to terminate her pregnancy? The right of privacy is constitutional. It is embedded at least twice in 2 separate amendments to the United States Constitution, no different than the rights of the Second Amendment. Those rights of privacy, these are delicate, sensitive matters for a woman to make in consultation with her doctor, herself, and whomever she determines. This right of privacy, regardless of whatever exceptions or amendments you come up with.
Representative Carter, just a minute. Representative Edmonds, why do you rise?
Mr. Speaker, I'm coming to an end. I'm asking whether or not, how does she justify this legislation that takes away constitutional protection from women, and she doesn't even display a true knowledge of the Constitution?
Okay, I believe that the right to life is the greatest right there is. And I think the right to life supersedes every other right that we have.
And
every amendment, the right to life. Tell me what the first line of the Constitution says.
Ma'am, this is what you want to talk about you want to talk about the right of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
The right to life.
The right
is
of
in
life.
The first words of the Constitution.
And as we debate
that is the greatest right that we have.
Is it not true that during the debate today that centered on life, people advertise the taking the life of rapists? So as we debate a bill that talks about life, isn't it true that there's been advocates talking about the death penalty?
For the unborn, what crime has the unborn committed? They have committed no crime. There is a penalty for rape, incest, and murder. Those are the people that we're talking about the death penalty for.
How do you balance that with the constitutional right of privacy found in at least two separate sections of the United States Constitution, the 14th Amendment as well as the 9th Amendment of the United States Constitution?
Well, I believe that the preamble of the Constitution sets the pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness as supreme over these other things. And so that the right to life is what we're talking about. We're talking about a heartbeat bill.
And you're taking away, if I'm not mistaken you, the right of those women to pursue happiness. You're taking away their right to make decisions with their doctor based upon their fundamental constitutional right of privacy. Who are you to tell women what they can and cannot do with their bodies? Mr. Speaker, I object to this language and to these men trying to make laws telling women what to do with their bodies. This is a constitutional...
That's not a question. That's not a question.